brother. 2021 ain't taking no print.
Time to meet your
Two very athletic teams here, Greg. A game that's sure to produce a lot of highlights.
It makes me think of Stacey Augmon, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Ben Simmons is out there with Mr. Perfect. Then there's Daniel Gafford. And it's Murphy in at the power forward. And the foul on Daniel Gafford. That's his first foul.
team foul.
Wood, high post. Murphy's there. Stevens, the pass to Wood. And here's Brogdon from the arc. First shot, first basket. He's out the blocks fast.
Well, Malcolm Brogdon already has a 50, 40, 90, the ultimate efficient season under his belt, putting in work from the three-point line.
Here's Long. His offensive numbers jump right off the screen at you. He's averaging over 29 points a game.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Steffens. He's guarded by Murphy. And it's blocked. Into the lane. And he dunks it down.
And that pass-first nature of Simmons, outstanding at understanding when his teammates are open.
The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the evening.
His first foul. At the line from Milwaukee with one shot.
The Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Brogdon. And in the game with Washington, he did not play well. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. The inbound. The rebound by Long.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Pass to Davis. Here's McDaniel. To stop the run. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Here's Long. And a strong finish with two hands.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Here's Steffens. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Here's Long. He's guarded by Brogdon. Outside for Simmons. Drives to the hoop. Oh, what a dunk!
Look out below!
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
T-shirt time. Let's go. All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud. For your Brooklyn Nets.
Simmons making some changes here. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You take a look at the Bucks. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And, of course, there's the Nets, 5.5 games behind.
And right now for Brooklyn, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for them. You can't dwell on the past. You've got to think forward, work together, and play for one another.
Here's Long. 9 points in the game so far. And Simmons kicks to Long. Five to shoot. Going inside.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
Richmond right side. Here's McDaniel. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Smith against Simmons. On deep. Smith, no good.
And for him to shoot from that distance is a bit of a head scratcher.
I think as a player, you have to know your strengths and play to them, and that is not within his range.
Drills the three-pointer.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And let's step back for a second to look at the top shooting point guards in basketball this season. Fourth, Ben Simmons.
Some remarkable shooters in that group. I mean, you know that when you're seeing those types of numbers at the point guard position, you're talking about some very intelligent and patient players.
You know, that intelligence is really their hallmark. Always taking the smart shot, never forcing it when it's not there. You know, that's how they're able to keep their percentages so high. That and the fact that they can flat out shoot it.
Here's Long. 14 points for him. The three-pointer is right on target.
And he's off to a phenomenal start here tonight, guys.
Nets trail by 16. It's Richmond on the wing. The Nets working the ball around now, trying to end the drought. His first shot is a miss, 0 for 1 to start the contest. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. High post shot, and again, it's Milwaukee converting.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Passes to Logan. Here's McDaniel. 20 seconds left here in the opening quarter. They get a hand on it. And the pass to Logan. He dishes it to Smith. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Here's Long. And it's in. Wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Well, that's a perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. What's ahead, delivering the blowout. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've gotten off turnovers.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. They've got Brown. Ben Simmons is out there with Johnson. Then there's Daniel Gafford.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Doris, at this point of the season, we see which teams have gotten better. What's the toughest threshold you think to cross?
I think breaking through and becoming that championship team, that one team standing when the last game has been played. Listen, if you've struggled for long stretches...
Goodness. He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Nets. Smith outside. It's Brogdon on the wing. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Brogdon's got 5 points so far.
Malcolm Brogdon finding a way to put the ball on the basket on the interior.
Johnson, and then Johnson with the jam.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Pass to Brogdon. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Wow, how about the balance of strength of Malcolm Brogdon? Give him the end one.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Stevens is checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Toscano's checked in. Grimes. He's guarded by Brogdon. Driving in.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
Nets have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Poked away. And here we go. The Bucks running again. The finish. Throws down the breakaway jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Davis inside, covered by Gafford. And the rejection by Gafford. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Gafford. Cody Zeller's checked in for the Nets. Richmond comes in for Malcolm Brogdon. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Long's checked in. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Shot clock at 2, and again, it's the Nets missing.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little...
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Smith with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. He takes it in. Rebound, Milwaukee. Long's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Richmond no good. On offense, here are the Bucks. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Here's Long, and he uses the glass on the layup. Long's got 6 in the quarter.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Nice game, great performance from Mr. Perfect.
Boy, he's been relentless, and to this point, they haven't had an answer for him on the inside. Let's see if they make some adjustments coming out of the timeout.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Wood. He's putting up about 20 points per game, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Long pass to Toscano. From outside the arc. That one misses. The Nets go the other way with it.
He started the game scorching the Nets from deep. 3 triples in the first period, but none here in the second.
Richmond kicks to Wood. Richmond the pass to McDaniel. Here's Wood. Zeller, a screen on Brown. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Pass to Zeller. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Long, got a piece of it. Passes it to McDaniel. To halt the run. Ben Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Long. Fires the 3. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And how about that triple to put a cap on their run here going into the break. Finish that half on a big-time roll.
And so it's Milwaukee.
Thanks very much, Mike. Stout effort defensively in the first half. What did you do to limit them?
I just think our activity on the ball, we got to try and keep it in front of.
Thanks for the great interview, David.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing...
Well, they went downtown and threw a party, and fortunately, we were all invited. The key is their shooters weren't afraid to pull the trigger on open looks, and it's a blowout right now.
And let's take a moment now to look at the upcoming schedule. What's on the docket?
And you know, for that...
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We're seeing a tremendous game from Mr. Perfect.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
His penetration was a real problem for them. And then, of course, the monster finishes at the cup.
We've got Brogdon. Christian Wood is out there with Anthony Davis, and it's McDaniel at the 1. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Now, here's Brogdon. He's got 8. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. In Malcolm Brogdon, Doris, we've got a player who's won more than his share of individual accolades.
Right, think about it. In college, he was the first player to win both the ACC Player of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year awards, and then topped it off by winning Rookie of the Year back in 2017. Not a bad resume, guys.
And Murphy kicks to Simmons. Here's Long. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
And there's the call on Mr. Perfect. That is his first foul of the game.
Nick Richards.
So it's Brooklyn now. Here's Brogdon. And the rebound goes to Murphy.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Baseline try, and the shot is long. Here's McDaniel, guarded by Simmons, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
2 shots.
That's on Ben Simmons. The Nets have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. The first free throw is good. The NBA trying to cut down on some of the cheap fouls. Certain players are experts at selling contact. Doris, are you sad to see that art form curtailed?
I'm not at all, Kevin, because what we're seeing is offensive players manipulate the rule and get outside of, quote, natural basketball plays. Guys who dead stop off a screen and end up getting 3 free throws. We have to take that away. Things should flow naturally in a basketball game.
And the Bucks decide to take their first time out here.
A moment here to see the numbers from Mr. Perfect. He's right around 29 points a night, 17 rebounds, and 8 assists. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
2 on the clock. The tray. And Davis pulls it down. Here's Logan. He's guarded by Murphy. The rebound by Long.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
And there's the pass to Logan. And again, it's the Nets missing. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Outside Murphy buries the long-range jumper.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Davis, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And like the greats before him, AD has taken the time to develop all aspects of his game. You have to respect that.
Brooklyn making some changes. Cody Zeller's checked in for Christian Wood, and it's Dennis Smith in for Malcolm Brogdon. Milwaukee's gone 7 of 9 on 3-pointers tonight. Outstanding mark from long range. And so Milwaukee again turning it over. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Here's McDaniel. He's guarded by Johnson. And here's Smith. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Clock at 6. Pulls it from 20. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And here we can check out the story for Malcolm Brogdon. It's his first trip to the line.
An okay season at the free throw line for him so far, sitting right around 76%.
Richmond, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Brown, he's checked in for the Bucks. Both good from the line that time. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. To the inside. Here's Smith. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Boy, that was a much-needed bucket in the second half. They're now 1 for 5.
Here's Long. He's got 39. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now Smith taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. To the paint. Here's Zeller, and the dunk by Zeller.
Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
Murphy passes to Brown. Shoots over Richmond, and it's Brown that time on the assist by Murphy. Brown's got his first 2 points of the night.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Pass to McDaniel. Zeller, a screen on Brown. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Long, and he's got 41. And they recover it. Brown the pass to Long. Clock is at 3. Over McDaniel. And Long gets it to go. Long's got 43 points.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Logan the pass to Smith. Oh, he got it. On the three-pointer, he'll head to the line. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul.
The previous play is under review.
Easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow-motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
The right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. You're double checking, and the game continues on.
And the Nets making a change here. Stevens is checked in. And the Bucks making a change here.
And we know that when Dennis Smith Jr. is playing to his strengths, this guy is an effective player. The key for him moving forward is he's got to find a way to be consistent.
And he nails the third. Bucks have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Smith surveying the D. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Smith's got 7 points. And so it's Milwaukee with a major 39-point lead here at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll return shortly. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Leaf is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Toscano in at the 3. Over in the corner, Wood. Pass to Palmer. Wood sets a screen. Goes up on the wing. Milwaukee with the rebound.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting a pretty pitiful 25% in this game. Offensively, they can't get anything going. Doors to limit travel during the 2021 season. The NBA scheduled baseball-style series. Teams facing off in consecutive games. How did you like that?
You know, more important than what I thought, Kevin, we had a number of coaches tell us throughout the course of the regular season that they actually loved this format. The reason being, as you said, number one, it cuts down on travel. But number two, they thought it mimicked the playoffs, where you had to make game-to-game adjustments. It also raised the intensity level because you had just played this opponent. And so, you know, things get competitive and nasty. It elevated the game. I love it.
Now, here's Milton. He's guarded closely. Wood with the screen for Crowder. Out to the wing. Down low, the 10-footer. It's tipped, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Davis is checked in for Brooklyn. The Bucks also with the sub. Mr. Perfect, he's checked in for Edwards. Milwaukee has gone 7 of 9 on three-pointers tonight. Outstanding mark from long range. Timeout called the Bucks.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Milwaukee making a switch. Edwards is checked in. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Here's Flowers. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Stolen. And pushing it up, Milwaukee. The Bucks again in transition. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Davis with some nice D. So they foul intentionally.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Bucks making a change here. To the middle. Here's Palmer. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
Brooklyn ball.
And the Nets will get a change here. Ogden's checked in.
Malcolm. Brooklyn.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Davis, the pass to McDaniel. Milton with it. Davis sets a screen. Tries it from 9. The shot's good for Milton. Milton's got his first points of the night. The Bucks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Long. Sinks the triple.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And remember, Davis played point guard in high school, showing off the vision there with that nice dime.
Here's Long. Plays it up and banks it in. Long's got 48.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Milton finds Crowder.
Fourth quarter.
Pass to Davis. The rebound by the Bucks. Long's got 6 rebounds now in the game. With the crossover, connects again.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show.
How do guys even come up with a move like that?
I don't know, right? That's not even normal. That's on a different level.
That has got to be deflating for the defense. He's just showing them up right now, guys.
Crowder, the pass to Milton. 6 on the shot clock. For 3, Brogdon. Not that time, his 6th miss. He's made 4 of 10 so far.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Bucks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Mr. Perfect.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result. Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
The pass to McDaniel. Brogdon outside. The feed to Davis. Oh, that's blocked. And they'll keep possession. And the Nets miss again. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Brogdon outside. McDaniel, the pass to Brogdon. Here's Logan. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Basketball. At the line.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Of course, we all remember that Malcolm Brogdon back in 2016 was a second-round draft pick. You certainly have to wonder, do teams wish they had a redo with this guy?
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And out the line, shooting 2.
Brogdon hits them both. Timeout called the Bucks. They're up by 45. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And they've got this one just just about wrapped up.
It's not completely over, and they know that. But if they carry out their game plan, they should be golden.
So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.